The Lakers pick up the win. They keep the win streak rolling, 129-115 over the Dallas Mavericks. The Lakers get the job done.
The Lakers just put on a performance that should have the entire NBA absolutely terrified. LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reaves combined for something we haven't seen all season, and they made it look effortless.
Yeah, Luka Doncic versus Anthony Davis is still to this day, it is a trade that is looking worse every single day. Like, Anthony Davis legitimately got outplayed by DeAndre Ayton, who shit-talked him before the game.
The Mavericks got destroyed despite getting Anthony Davis back, and the way this big three is clicking right now, every championship contender just got put on notice. This wasn't luck, this was a statement. Before we break down exactly what makes this Lakers trio so dangerous, tell me in the comments, can any team in the West actually stop LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reaves when they're playing like this? Because after what just happened, I'm starting to think the answer is no.
We may not see an offensive game that good this season for the rest of the year. Absolutely insane game from the Lakers. Luka and Reeves just destroyed the Mavericks in any chance they got. Anthony Davis's return, and he impacted the game in a lot of ways, but only played 28 minutes. He was limited to that minutes restriction that Jason Kidd said he was going to have. He ended up having 12 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, 3 blocks, which is fine. Just did not impact the game enough for the Mavericks to get a win in this one when the Mavs defense was just not nearly good enough at all, and that's what the Mavs are going to have to win on if they're going to win games like this.
All right, so the Lakers just dropped a season-high 129 points on the Dallas Mavericks, winning 129-119. And if you weren't paying attention before, you better start now. Because what we just witnessed wasn't just a good win. This was a blueprint for how the Lakers are going to dominate the rest of this season. LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reaves all firing on all cylinders at the same time, and suddenly every other team in the league has a serious problem on their hands.
Michael Grady, Candace Parker, Dwayne Wade, Allie Clifton, Austin Reaves, spot him! Reaves made him pay. 3-0 Lakers.
Let's start with Austin Reaves, because his performance tonight was absolutely otherworldly. 38 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds, and here's the kicker. He shot 12 of 15 from the field. That's 80%. 80%! And he went 6 of 8 from three-point range. 75% from beyond the arc. Those aren't real numbers. Those are video game numbers. That's the kind of efficiency that shouldn't be possible in an actual NBA game against actual NBA defenders. But Austin made it look routine.
What just happened?
I currently have more dunks than him right now.
Is that true?
Yeah, but he don't stay for rebound. He just goes out, and he don't want to play defense.
And here's what makes this even more impressive. Austin is maintaining this level of production even with LeBron back in the lineup. He's averaging over 25 points per game with LeBron healthy and playing. That's not supposed to happen. Usually when a third option suddenly has to share the ball with a superstar returning from injury, their numbers drop. Their rhythm gets thrown off. They struggle to find their spots. But Austin? He's gotten better. He's more confident. He's more aggressive. He's playing like a legitimate first option who just happens to have 2 other first options on his team.
3-0 Lakers. To LBJ.
And right here, D-Wade, this looked real.
Then you've got Luka Doncic dropping 35 points, 5 assists, and 11 rebounds. Luka is doing Luka things, which means he's making basketball look like the easiest sport in the world while defenders are draped all over him. The Mavericks were blitzing him from half court on the first possession of the game. They were throwing double teams at him constantly. And Luka just calmly picked them apart, finding open shooters, getting to his spots, making the right reads every single time.
Doncic, couple of head fakes, thrills, the trifecta. Now he's in double figures with 10. Lakers take a 6-point advantage to the second quarter, and Doncic doing Doncic things. Couple of head fakes, Thompson all over him, doesn't matter.
What makes this Lakers offense so terrifying right now is that you literally cannot guard all 3 of these guys. You can't. The math doesn't work. If you send help at Luka, Austin is knocking down threes at 75%. If you focus on Austin, LeBron is making backdoor cuts and offensive rebounds. If you try to take away LeBron, Luka is getting whatever shot he wants. Pick your poison, because all three options are lethal.
He's made him pay. 3-0 Lakers. Doncic, the lob to LBJ.
And LeBron? He's filling this third option role like he's been doing it his entire career. 13 points tonight, but that number is almost irrelevant to his actual impact on the game. He's orchestrating the offense. He's coordinating everything. He's leading the team and making sure everyone gets their touches. But he's also been incredible off the ball, which is something people aren't talking about enough. LeBron is making backdoor cuts. He's crashing the offensive glass. He's knocking down open threes when defenses forget about him. In his 23rd season, LeBron James is playing off-ball and doing it effectively. That's absolutely wild. What's even more impressive is how quickly this big three has clicked together. Usually, when you put three alpha scorers on the same team, there's an adjustment period. Guys have to figure out when to be aggressive and when to defer. Roles have to be established. Egos have to be managed. But with LeBron, Luka, and Austin, there was no adjustment period. They just immediately started playing winning basketball together. They're all comfortable with each other. They all understand their roles, and they're all buying into what the team needs on any given night. Tonight, the entire starting lineup scored in double figures. Not just double figures, but everyone had at least 13 points. LeBron had the lowest total with 13. Rui Hachimura had 14 and was his usual efficient self from three-point range, going 50% from deep. And then there's Jackson Hayes, who came back tonight and had to deal with the matchup against Anthony Davis and the Mavericks frontcourt. Hayes looked great. He was a defensive anchor. He played with tremendous effort. He did everything the Lakers needed from him. But let's talk about what this win really means, because it exposed something crucial about this Lakers team. They finally had a good three-point shooting night. 18 of 35 from beyond the arc, good for 51.4%. That's their new season high in made threes. And for a team that's currently dead last in the league in three-point shots made per game, that's a massive development. Here's the thing people have been missing about the Lakers' shooting struggles. They're actually generating a ton of wide-open looks. They're top 5 in the league in creating open three-point attempts. The shots just haven't been falling. But now with LeBron back, with the offense flowing smoothly, with Austin and Luka cooking, and with everyone's confidence growing, those shots are starting to drop. And when this Lakers team is hitting threes at even an average rate, they become exponentially more dangerous. The defense tonight was at least average, which is all they really need when the offense is humming like this. And they did it without Marcus Smart, who missed the game with back spasms. That's a good sign. That means the defensive concepts are solid enough that they can withstand losing a key rotation piece and still get stops when they need them. Because here's the reality about this Lakers team. If they play even average defense, their offense is good enough to beat anyone in the league. Now, some people might dismiss this win because it came against the Mavericks, who haven't been great this season. But let's be real for a second. The Mavericks got Anthony Davis back tonight. AD had 12 points on 6 shots and looked pretty good in his return. This was supposed to be a revenge game for Dallas. They had Kyrie Irving playing well. Najee Marshall had a great game off the bench. PJ Washington showed up. This was probably the best the Mavericks have looked all season, and the Lakers still beat them by 10. That's the mark of a good team. Beating bad teams when those bad teams play their best basketball. The Lakers didn't let Dallas hang around and steal a game they had no business winning. They maintained control throughout, executed their game plan, and closed it out. That's what championship contenders do. And now, the Lakers are undefeated in NBA Cup play. They're moving to the quarterfinals with home court advantage. They're 14-4 on the season. They're building sustainable habits that translate to playoff success. JJ Redick talked about it after the game. The game plan discipline has been excellent. The communication habits are strong. The offensive execution is significantly better than last year. This team understands what they're trying to do and why they're trying to do it. Those are the foundations of championship teams. Austin Reaves talked about problem solving during games, and that might be the most important skill this team has developed. When runs go bad, they don't fall apart. They come together and figure it out. The coaching staff gives them the answers, and the players execute. That's a mature team. That's a team that can win close games in the playoffs when adjustments matter most. And let's talk about Austin exchanging jerseys with Anthony Davis after the game. AD told Austin from day one to be himself, to not try to be anyone else, to keep working and stay true to who he is. That mentorship clearly paid off, because Austin is now one of the best shooting guards in the entire league. He's got Chris Paul's jersey. He's got AD's jersey. Pretty soon he's going to need a bigger closet for all the jerseys from legends who respect his game. LeBron talked about the emotion of playing against the Mavericks, a team loaded with his former teammates and coaches. Frank Vogel is there, Jason Kidd is there, AD is there, Kyrie is there. For LeBron, this game carried extra weight, and he responded by orchestrating a masterpiece, showing everyone that even in year 23, he's still one of the smartest basketball players on the planet. The habits this team is building are exactly what you want to see 18 games into a season. They're executing game plans, they're communicating effectively, they're staying composed when games get tight, they're taking care of the ball. Tonight they had too many turnovers in the first half, and JJ Redick addressed it at halftime. Second half, they cleaned it up and took control of the game. That's coaching. That's player buy-in. That's what winning teams do.
Rui Hachimura has been Mr. Reliable all season, and tonight was no different. He's shooting over 50% from the field for most of the season. He's knocking down big threes when the Lakers need them. His defense is still inconsistent, but offensively, he's exactly what this team needs from the 4 spot. A floor spacer who can also attack closeouts and finish around the rim. Jackson Hayes deserves special mention because his matchup against Anthony Davis was never going to be easy. AD is one of the best big men in basketball, even when he's not at full strength. But Hayes held his own. He didn't get dominated. He played with effort and energy. He protected the rim. He finished at the basket. That plus 18 wasn't a fluke. Hayes impacted winning tonight in tangible ways. What's fascinating about this Lakers offense is how everyone benefits from having 3 elite playmakers. LeBron talked about it after the game. When Luka or Austin have the ball and defenses send help, it becomes a numbers game. 4-on-3 on the backside. Someone is always open. LeBron is cutting to the 45-degree angle. Rui is spotting up in the corner. Hayes is rolling to the rim. The spacing is perfect because defenses have to respect all 3 ball handlers. And here's the scary part. This Lakers team is still figuring things out. They're still building chemistry. They're still installing new actions and refining their rotations. This isn't their final form yet. They're 14-4 with plenty of room to grow, and that should terrify every other team in the Western Conference. The upcoming schedule is brutal. Back-to-back games coming up, a tough road trip. Phoenix is playing great basketball. New Orleans has tons of talent. The Lakers are going to be tested, but if they keep playing like they did tonight, if they keep shooting the ball well, if they keep defending with at least average effort, they're going to win a lot of those games. Because when this offense clicks, nobody in the league can keep up with them. JJ Redick mentioned that their offense had to help their defense tonight, and they finished with a 138 offensive rating against the number 2 defense in the league. That's ridiculous. That's historically good efficiency against elite defenders. That's what happens when you have LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reaves all executing at a high level simultaneously. The Lakers are building something special here. The habits are right. The mentality is right. The talent is obviously elite. And now the shooting is starting to come around. When you combine all of those factors, you get a team that can legitimately compete for a championship. Not just make the playoffs and hope for the best, but actually win it all. So, there you have it. The Lakers just showed the entire NBA exactly why they're about to dominate this season. LeBron, Luka, and Austin are clicking at the perfect time, and nobody has an answer for this offense. What do you think? Are the Lakers real championship contenders? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, and subscribe for more Lakers breakdowns. See you next time.